Welcome back to Great Day Washington, where we continue to observe Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Our next guest is a two-time breast cancer survivor who shares her powerful story in her best-selling book, My Suck Doesn't Need Your Silver Lining. It's a candid guide to help support loved ones going through a tough diagnosis. Candice Edwards, welcome to Great Day Washington. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, okay, this is a title that you will not forget. It's very interesting. Where did you get a title like that?
Okay, I did it on purpose.
Oh,
I figured it would kind of get people's attention.
Great idea.
I mean, I am a two-time breast cancer survivor, as you said, and I also had an MS diagnosis and lost a baby, so I'm no stranger to sucky times. And most people can identify with that. But I've had some words said to me when I was going through that time that weren't very helpful. Things like, you know, don't go through chemo, you're going to lose your fingernails, or some things you've heard people say like, my cousin had that and she died from it, but you'll be okay.
Gosh. Yeah.
That desire to try to silver line it, unfortunately, can harm. And I said, what do I need to do to try to help people understand that words have power? So I created the book as part of a part autobiography, part guide on the things that you can do to kind of navigate the sucky times in your life via what I call resiliency reminders. So I give actionable steps that you can take to move through the times, and also to empower caregivers, friends and family with the tools to support someone who's going through the suck.
This sounds very helpful for so many people, like you said, because I know oftentimes when you hear that someone has been diagnosed with cancer or something else, you don't know what to say. You don't know what the right thing to say is. And maybe we're putting our foot in our mouth, like you said. Talk to us about toxic positivity. What does that sound like, and how is that maybe harmful?
Yeah, I think that, like I said, you never want to blame someone who's trying to show up for someone who's going through something tough. But you're, especially early on, you're making really important treatment decisions that if someone's saying, you know, you'll be okay, it's not really that serious. Words can help, but they can also harm.
Right.
So being mindful, I did a TEDx talk last year and I talked about shutting up, showing up, and staying. So sometimes it's okay to just say, I don't know what to say.
Like, shut up.
Like, shut up.
Right.
I don't know, gosh, this sucks, and I don't want to harm here, but I'm just going to do actions. I'm going to go and buy that rotisserie chicken and drop it off at your doorstep, because that's something that could help. But also, maybe I'll help if you have a child, you know, help, you know, take care of them so that you can do some self-care. I think that sometimes we rely too much on words, and you can't take them back if they hurt.
That's a great
the
point.
biggest point is to make sure that you're focusing on your actions, not your words.
I bet that was a great TEDx talk, because I can tell you're very clever. You're
very
clever with your words. I'm sure this was really great. Now, you have an event coming up. Tell us about that.
I'm so excited about it. So usually Breast Cancer Awareness Month, or really all the time, you hear about early detection. And what's the barrier to early detection? It's usually fear to get the scans that are needed, scans or labs to save your life. So I partnered with my friends in the Mount Rose, Maryland chapter, the Links Incorporated, of which I'm a member. I said I'd really like to host an event where we talk about that fear. And I also did it in partnership with Touch Black Breast Cancer Alliance, so that we can get the information to people about how to get past anxiety to again, to save your life, because if you don't know that something's going on, you can't do anything about it. So it's at Oxon Hill Library on Saturday from 1 to 3. It's free.
It's free?
It's free.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Made it very easy for people to come.
And the knowledge is power. And it
Knowledge
sounds
is
like
power.
you are really putting a lot out there. And community.
That's
like
the most important thing, because we want people to know how to show up for others. That's the point.
Yeah. Speaking of which, how can we show up for you and support your efforts, not only with this event, but just overall?
Yeah. So I tried to make it easy. Go to Beyond the Suck. So we're getting Beyond the Suck. BeyondTheSuck.com. That's where you can actually get your free tickets to come to the event on Saturday. You can buy my book, and you can also connect with my community through Honestly Candice, where I empower overwhelmed individuals who are navigating illness with the resources to build your resilience and thrive. It's all there.
It's all there. Okay, this event is free. Thank you so very much. I hope it's very successful. And if I ever write a book, I'm coming to you to ask you to help me with the title.
I got you.
Thank you so much. You can go to BeyondTheSuck.com to order a copy of the book. You can also get tickets there for this weekend's event at Oxon Hill Library.